Okay, so today's random Friday mixed bag of random tips and tricks does not necessarily have to do with money keeping, although we love to talk about that. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on this channel, the Save Money More Jan channel. How's everybody doing today? As always, I hope that everyone listening is doing well. Let's talk for a minute about paper towels. Now, this could be a bit of a controversy for some people. How do you really feel about the use of paper towel? Paper towel is an item that is a pretty much, I would say, a one-time use in most instances, although I have heard of people who rinse it out, let it dry, and do it again. Well, if that works for you, that works for you. No judgment there ever. But how do you really feel about using them? Oftentimes we hear on frugal channels to, well, don't use paper towel, cut up some rags. Okay. Do you actually do that? I would love to know and hear from the people, real people that actually would rather use non-paper towel and cut up old rags, t-shirts, cotton stuff. Let me know in the comment section below if that's what you really and truly do. Because sometimes we hear all these things online and it sounds great, but I wonder, do people really do this? I think some do, but I'd like to hear from an actual person that does that. And has it actually saved you money in general in life? And another question for that type of person that uses it: do you ever use paper towel? Do you carry a roll for the car? Do you just like buy maybe a minimum amount for the year? So let us all know in the comment section below, because this could be a real money saver for some people who don't want to use things that are paper and throw it away, one-time use. I get it. I totally get it. But I'd like to hear from the ones that really do this. All right. Next, this has to do with self-preservation. We hardly ever talk about self-preservation around here, do we? Listen, have you ever been involved in a conversation that has literally really got you goat? And you're trying to get your message across. You're trying to be polite about it, not raise your voice and not upset the apple cart. And no matter what you say or do, you find yourself just blowing air into space. That is precisely the time to just walk away. Why aggravate yourself? That kind of thing can really give you a lot of stress. Nothing ever changes anyway. The person that doesn't listen 1 second is going to be that person that, well, never listens to what you need to say for 1 second. And in all probability, you're wasting your own time and you're aggravating yourself. Ask yourself, is it that important to get on that point and think you're going to help change that person? With certain individuals, maybe, but certain individuals, a total, complete waste of time. When you find yourself in that kind of predicament, just say, hey, listen, I'm really busy. I got to go. Bye. Just like that. I mean it. I mean it. Totally so worth it. Not worth the aggravation. This world is stressful enough. There are so many things in this world at this time that could stress out a person. Who needs the extra aggravation? Certainly none of us. That's for sure. All right, time management. Now, I know how much everybody listening adores time management. But it's always worth bringing in a point or two. Okay. Well, I believe time is money, so it does have its merit. But more importantly, time is more important than money. Money you could always get back. Time you cannot ever get back. So, in reference to that, time management, limit tasks, errands, or phone calls that you know in your heart are going on way too long. You realize, you look at your clock, your watch, whatever, your phone, and you realize, gee, this phone call I thought started 10 minutes ago, but why is it feeling longer? Because then upon examination of the time, you're looking at the time, that was not a 10-minute phone call. That is more like an hour. Can you afford that hour? Are you okay with that? Then that's great. And obviously the other person seems mutually happy about going on. And there are situations that it totally works out. But if you have like really a lot of more like important stuff to do at the moment, like higher priority, I don't know. Then it's up to you to say, you know what? I'm not going to listen to this continuous pointless situation or pointless task. There are so many things in life that you wonder, like, is it really worth your time? Once you start asking that question, really ask a question. That's a signal. That's a signal to make a decision. Should I stay or should I go? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Like a song or something. But anyway, that's part of time management, distinguishing what is worth your time or not. All right, next, truly start or continue to build a grocery stockpile. Here's a suggestion for those that are just getting started, and I could be wrong, just a suggestion. When you're first getting started, like to make your life easier, get started with simple canned items. And you could get three different items that are canned. Example, canned fish or canned meat, right, on the same day. You could get three different categories like canned meat or canned fish or both. It's up to your budget. Canned fruits, canned vegetables, right? And like I said, canned fruits and canned vegetables, like six. Let's get six cans, right? Meat, fruit and vegetables, okay? Meat, fruit, and vegetables, three each. When I say meat, that includes fish. Let's include fish in the canned stuff. So it could be meat, it could be chicken, it could be fish. Three cans right there, put away. If that's what you eat and that's what you use. Also, three, you could get a can of mixed vegetables, a can of fruit. Oftentimes, people forget to pick up some canned fruit. And in the winter months, when you can't get certain fruits, like let's say, I don't know, mandarin oranges, let's just say you're craving them, you could get that. I'm just using that as an example. Or you just enjoy, you see canned pears are on sale. It's a lot easier to keep that, and you could use it in recipes, something like that. Fruit, vegetable, beans, okay, canned beans. So work with a logical thing, and you have three different varieties of things already right away. Like you're seeing an instant result. That's why I'm suggesting that, particularly in the beginning time when you're beginning to stockpile, or you could do something completely different. You may just rather go for, let's say, pasta, noodles, rice, or grains, or oats, flour, things of that nature, for example, then, or cereal. You see where I'm going with that. Try to kind of work that out. Get different things, a few of them, and you're going to start seeing happy results like, oh, wow, I already have canned fish. I already have canned meat. I already have canned fruit and vegetable. You see where I'm going with that? It'll be really amazing. And it doesn't cost a lot of money. Everything I just mentioned, if you categorize it in that manner, especially in the canned category, you could get all of everything that I just said less than $10, far less than $10. And at this time of the year, and with some of the prices going down, voila, this is the time to do it. I'm telling you, this is the time to do it, and all the good stuff. Next, and for it really should be first and foremost. It's not a next and a last. Don't listen to naysayers, no matter what you do, whether it's with your incremental savings. Like some people, they feel badly in their heart. Oh, I only save $50. If you have a very low income and you save $50, I have one word for you: kudos. If you are not in debt, even though you're low income, but you're not in debt and you're managing what you have and you're not in debt, double kudos. Think about the people that bring in a lot of income, but they mismanage their money. They don't know how to manage it, or they're just free for all and they're in high debt. Technically, in a weird way, you are actually better off than they are because you are not in the rabbit hole of DEBT. All you have to do is increase your income, okay? Because you're not in debt if you're that type of person, if you want to start saving bigger and better. But for anybody that's saving and you have more in your pocket or in your bank account than last month, kudos, KUDOS. There you go. All right, everybody. I hope everybody enjoyed this frivolous mixed bag of random tips and tricks. Well, they weren't frivolous. I think they're actually very wise mixed bag of tips and tricks there. Random, not frivolous. All right, everybody, have an amazing, fantastic day. Can't believe it's already Friday. Have a safe and happy weekend. Super thanks are forever appreciated. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family. Thank you.